You struggling doesn't mean you're broken. I feel like I say that all the time. Struggling is part of life. Life has ups and downs. Life has seasons where we will have good mental health and where we will have bad mental health. Life has seasons where we will find things that are moving well and we find it challenging and growing. And then there will be other times where life is really hard and we feel like it's overwhelming and we're stuck. And you struggling doesn't mean you're broken. When you're struggling, it doesn't mean that your life is over. It literally, as long as you're breathing, you have the opportunity to heal and to make movement. It probably does mean that you need to shift your attention to some things. So you need to take your attention, and you need to ask yourself some things, and then you need to generate some movement because your mental health is influenced by how you think, what you do, and how you respond to life. And this is why any of you who have been long-term listeners, you know I consistently say, I am not a believer that anything makes you feel anything. There's a middle step there that says you believe something about what happened or about what was said or about what was done, and that belief generates your feeling. So my kids are not allowed to say, oh, that makes me anxious. No, that happened and I felt anxious. And we can even say I felt anxious because I believed I could get hurt. And maybe that's a real belief. Maybe that's an accurate belief. But the problem is when we say, well, that makes me feel anxious, we've now given that thing power over our emotions. And what happens is now our feelings run our lives, our circumstances run our lives because our circumstances run our feelings. Your emotions are real. But they're not random. They didn't just like, oh, there it is, woo, show up. They're connected to how you interpret what's happening and what you believe about it. And that is good news because that is the key to better mental and emotional health. So let's talk about a few things that are common traps, right? Common beliefs that are common traps. Well, number one, we tend to believe that we have to feel better before we can do anything. This is a belief that keeps us trapped. It creates more anxiety. It creates more stress. It keeps us stuck. Number two, the false belief that our feelings are the thing that we must identify with. And you'll hear people say this, I am anxious, I am depressed. Right? Instead of I am wrestling with anxiety, I am fighting depression, I have depression. Any of those, we have a belief that we have to identify with our feelings in order to validate them, which is just insanity to me. The belief that we can consume enough content that will perpetuate us into change. And that's true. Look, that's true even for podcasts. And of course, I want you to listen to my podcast. I want you to consume this. I want you to share it. I want a lot of people to consume it. I hope to help a lot of people. And to be honest with you, I want to sell books. And one of the best ways that I can do that is to have one of these. I've never hidden that. But here is the thing. If you only consume content or you have a belief that consuming content will somehow drive you to change, you're going to stay stuck.